Hello, Harry Leppard here at the Effective Learning Centre. Our aim is to improve your English every day. So today I wanted to talk about the three auxiliary verbs, be, have and do. We use these auxiliary verbs very often in English. They often act as helping verbs, but they often act as main verbs as well. So as you can see, we have the three auxiliary verbs and all the other different versions of these verbs. For example, we have is, am, and are. To give examples for these, we use is with the third person singular. So he is, she is, it is. With am, we use it for ourselves. We say I am. With are, we use it for plural objects. For example, they are. With was and were, we use that for the past. Were is the past plural and was is the past singular. So, for example, I was. And with were, they were. That means there is more than one. And been is the past participle of a present perfect simple sentence. So, for example, I have been to France. So we use been only as a past participle. With have, we use this in many sentences. For example, can I have a drink? Can I have some food? So we use it to ask for questions, to try and receive something, for example. You can also use it to form questions. Have you got any milk? Have you got any Coca-Cola? So you can use it to form a question. You can also use have or has with present perfect sentences. For example, she has lived in England for 2 years. Or I have lived in Portsmouth for 1 year. We use had when we are forming the past simple. For example, I can say, yesterday I had dinner. Or earlier, I had milk in the fridge, but it ran out. There is no more milk. We can also use had with the past perfect sentences. For example, I had lived in Brighton for 19 years before moving to Portsmouth. So had is the auxiliary verb of have, and lived in this sentence is the main verb, had lived. But you can also use had as a primary verb in a sentence. For example, I just had dinner. And finally, on to do. Like have and be, do can also be used to form questions and make sentences and statements. So for example, with do, I can say, do you understand? And you can say, I don't understand, or I do understand, or I understand. I can also use it to make statements. For example, I do live in Portsmouth. Again, like every auxiliary verb, we have the third person singular. With this, we use does. So we would say, does she, does he, or does it? Do I, do you, does it, does she, and does it. Did is the past form. So again, we can form a question. We can say, did you understand what I said? Or you can use to form a question like, did you have a good time? What did you do? And finally, done. So we use done in a similar way to been as a past participle. So you might ask someone, what have you done today? Or what had you done in England before moving away? What have you done? That's a good example. Another example, a parent might say to his daughter or son, have you done your homework? So we always use the auxiliary verb have with the auxiliary do. Like we always use the auxiliary have with the past participle been. Well, that was just a short video explaining the three main auxiliary verbs, be, have and do. If you take anything away from this video, please remember that the auxiliary verbs can also be used as main verbs. So not just helping verbs, but main verbs. For example, he is a teacher, she is a student, or they are from Turkey. I hope that helped, and please subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.